Hello everybody. How are you doing today? I am finishing the setup. I'm working on this computer in order to have a reference of the live transmission. Right. Okay. Let's try the chat. All right. The chat is operational. Hello, Kay. How are you doing? Welcome to this live transmission. Well, what's cooking today? We have something interesting, which is pretty much the most difficult elementary checkmate, which is the one that you execute with the king, bishop, and a knight versus this T-Rex. It's a fearful T-Rex. So let's see how we can corner this T-Rex. Remember, we need a position something similar to this. Something similar to this is what we need, right? That's a typical checkmate position. There are other possible checkmate positions like this one, for example. But this one only takes place if the enemy king makes big mistakes, which in this case is not going to happen. Why? Because this enemy king is going to be represented by the strongest computer available at chess.com. We are going to set the chess engine for 3200 ELO, which is really wild. And we are going to play against this strongest computer chess engine that is available at chess.com. So hello everybody, thank you so much for having joined the transmission. Hello Shy Care Blake 2474. So thank you for joining the transmission. I just started it a few seconds ago. So the interesting element that we are going to introduce today to this practice is the random element. For that, we are going to set the position in a very random way. And then we are going to introduce that position in the computer. So I'm going to grab these shells. What are the shells for? The shells will tell us where we are going to place our pieces. So remember, no tricks here. This is all random, and there is no way that a chess player can learn by heart all the thousands and thousands of possible positions. There is no way that a chess player can learn them by heart in order to execute an endgame just by heart. It's gotta be by pure technique. And here is the random element. So let's throw these shells. All right, so we are going to place a piece here. Let's say our king. We are going to place another piece here. Let's say the bishop, and another piece here, which is going to be the knight. Now we have the position for our three pieces. Let me set the shells away. And of course, we are going to give the enemy king a very favorable position. So take into account that this checkmate that we are going to execute now is going to be at a corner with this color of square. So it is going to be either at this corner or at this corner. All right. So let's place the dinosaur, let's say somewhere here. All right. So right from the very beginning, the dinosaur is going to be threatening our knight. We gotta do something about it. All right, let me start introducing the position. We have our king on e7. we have our knight on e3. And we have our bishop on d6. Right here. And the enemy king, in this case the T-Rex, is going to be located on e4. Where he is already threatening our knight. So let's start playing this position. Okay, with the computer, and Maximum, which is the name of this chess engine, 3200, is already playing against us. Let's analyze the initial position. Thank you so much to everybody that is connected right now. So we have Shy, Kara Blake, 2474. We have Coltron James, 5274. And we have Word 2005. Hello to everybody. Thank you so much for all your help and comments. All right. So have a wonderful night, Carabol 2474. So let's start getting our team together. The first thing is to protect our knight, which is being threatened by the T-Rex. So let's do this move. Bishop c5. Now the T-Rex is moving, as you can see, to f3. All right. What's the strategy here? Well, first, we need to get our team together. We are going to get our pieces together, and we are going to start restricting the space for this enemy king, in this case the T-Rex, to see if we can corner the T-Rex. So let's keep on restricting his space. We are going to move our king here. King f6. Remember, these might not be the perfect moves, the ideal moves according to the computer, but we are humans. We make mistakes. We try to play as good as possible, not like the computer, but as effectively as possible. And we can prove that we can checkmate even the strongest computer with the right pieces and the right strategy. So the enemy king moved now to f2. All right, as you can see, he's going to one of the ranks of the board. So let's keep on restricting his space. King e5. Now we have the T-Rex moving to g1. All right, let's keep on moving. King f4. Now the T-Rex comes back to f2. So let's keep on working together as a team. Bishop b4. T-Rex e2. Now we use our king to move it to e4. T-Rex moves to f2. Knight f5. T-Rex moves to g2. Now we use our bishop to restrict these squares. So bishop c5. The enemy king, the T-Rex, moves to h3. Now notice that we are starting to get close to the position that we need. The position that we need is called the choo-choo train. What is the choo-choo train about? Well, the choo-choo train is basically the enemy king followed by our knight, our king, and our bishop. And I think we are actually a few steps away from achieving that position. So we have our knight restricting this square here. We have our bishop restricting this other square. So definitely we need to do this move. King F3. T-Rex moves to H2. And we are definitely like 2 steps away from the choo-choo train. The first move. Knight G3. T-Rex moves to H3. And now take a look at this. If we moved our bishop here, we would literally have the choo-choo train all together. But good news is that we have one move in advance. So let's go straight to this square here. Bishop G1. T-Rex H4. Now we start the typical maneuvers to execute the checkmate. Knight E4. T-Rex H5. Now we start chasing the T-Rex. King F4. Now the T-Rex is trying to run away. T-Rex G6. So let's analyze this position. We need to find a way to restrict the movement of these T-Rex. For that, we are going to execute this powerful move. Knight G5. Now the T-Rex is coming here, trying to slip away. What move can we execute to prevent that? Well, we have this powerful move. Bishop C5. Why bishop C5? Because our knight is controlling this square, which is E6, this square, which is F7, and now our bishop, with this last move, bishop C5, we are controlling this diagonal, so he cannot run away. Now, the enemy king moves back to G6. Now, let's keep on restricting the space gradually for this enemy king. We have this move. Bishop D4, controlling these squares. Now he's going back to the rank. T-Rex moved to H5. So what do we do now? We just place our king here on F5. And once he tries to escape, we have this powerful move. Bishop F2. And now he has no other choice but to come here. H5. And now we just take a time to keep on putting pressure so he moves to the corner that we need him to go in order to be checkmated. Bishop G3. T-Rex H6. Now we do the same maneuver with the knight. In this case, knight E6. T-Rex H7. Now let's analyze this position. What do we have? We have the T-Rex pretty cornered, so we need to start building a cage to lock down the T-Rex. We are going to use this move, Bishop F4, to restrict this escape square. So Bishop F4, and now the T-Rex is finally going back here, right to the end of the board. So T-Rex H8. Now, we have this knight that is controlling this escape square, which is F8. So now, a good move is definitely this one. King G6. All right, now the T-Rex moves right here. Now, how to continue on this end game? We just keep on strengthening our cage by placing our bishop here. Let's say Bishop D6. Now, notice that the T-Rex has only 2 squares to move. And while he only has these 2 squares to move, we are going to place eventually our knight here to execute the checkmate. So knight G5, T-Rex G8, knight F7, as you can see, if we move to knight F7, it would be a draw. So obviously this move is not a good one. We need to gain a time here. Bishop E7. T-Rex H8. And now we can finally do the moves. So now knight F7 check. There you go. T-Rex G8. And now we have checkmate in 2 moves. So knight H6 check. T-Rex H8. And finally, Bishop F6 checkmate. All right. There you go. So here is the concrete result, guys. So you won against Maximum, the 25th level of the strongest available computer engine at chess.com. So it took us a lot of moves, but we finally did it. Exactly, it took us 28 moves. So 28 moves, which is actually not pretty bad. So, thank you so much, guys, for having joined the transmission. Keep on playing chess. keep on enjoying life, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye-bye.